It sets my brain a-reeling when I'm listening to the music of a military band.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands,
one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
One nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome to West Barnstable's 13th annual Flag Day ceremony. This community event is a collaboration among the West Barnstable Fire Department, Meetinghouse Farm, and the West Barnstable Civic Association. We've had to rethink the traditional plan of gathering at Meetinghouse Farm, but Flag Day is important enough not to let it go. We're grateful to Chief Baruka for taking the lead on this, and to Councilor Chris Clark for her unending support, and especially to the team at Channel 18 for making this possible. We want to remind you to be informed so that you can understand, to be patient so that we can tolerate, and just simply be kind. Thank you.
Yes, the flag is a very important symbol, and it gives the soldiers, sailors, Marines, airmen, Coast Guard a reason of knowing of why they're there and what they're doing. To always remember the Pledge of Allegiance, to honor the flag, especially in the times that we're in now. There's so much controversy about that, but if people went over to other countries and saw how they live, they'd say, wow, we're pretty lucky.
My name is Mark Meager. I was asked to describe my feelings towards the U.S. flag as a veteran. I've worn the uniform for over 8 years, and I have 2 combat deployments to Afghanistan. The one thing I can say about the flag is it's a symbol of what we can be as a nation. It's supposed to unite us, but does it really? There are people in this country who see this nation's flag, their flag, and doesn't think it represents who they are or what their values are. I'm talking, of course, about the historically disenfranchised communities who live within the United States. If you want to keep the American flag as a symbol of hope and what the American people can be, you need to ensure everyone's voice is heard. When you see a protest about equal rights or civil rights, that's a group of people who are letting everyone know this nation can get better. From what's going on today to the civil rights protests in the 1960s to even the labor protests in the early 1900s. The flag works because it is all 50 stars and 13 stripes working together as one. Once one of those elements is disenfranchised or feels that the flag does not represent who they are, our nation, like our flag, will fall apart. As of right now, the flag represents who we could be, and it's not who we are. But that's the point of America. It's a melting pot, and we're constantly getting better. The only thing is, if we want to move forward, we have to accept that there are things that we need to change and that we can change. That's what makes this country so great. We can.
Welcome to Flag Day. Welcome to West Barnstable. Today is about the flag of the United States of America. But first, we have to stop and acknowledge the rather unusual and difficult times that surround us as we celebrate Flag Day 2020. We are in the midst of a pandemic. That means we can't gather in a crowd safely. We have for 3 months been distancing, quarantining, testing, battling a deadly disease, and people have been dying. There is great anxiety among all people everywhere. We don't know when things will return to normal. We have no template for the future. However, we are starting to learn to adapt to this disease. This Flag Day celebration is more than just Flag Day, but a step towards adapting, preserving our lifestyle, and moving ahead. It's a way of saying we aren't going to let the coronavirus keep spoiling our life. In a way, we are declaring that while the coronavirus isn't done with us, we are done with it, and we are going to defeat it. Additionally, we celebrate Flag Day against the backdrop of civil unrest and deep divisions in our society. These two call for us to adapt and overcome. I have confidence and faith that we will. My father-in-law always said, every bump is a boost. In a way, that's the story of America and its flag. We are always encountering bumps. Some big bumps, like World War II or the Vietnam War, and some smaller, like floods and recessions. Our nation has always come out of these bumps stronger and better than ever. It's how we've grown and how we've evolved. These bumps are a way for us to look at what we're doing or failing to do, as uncomfortable and difficult as that may be. So how does all this relate to the flag? Well, the American flag is unique among national flags. I think it's the only national flag that changes and is actually designed to change. When I was born, there were only 48 stars on our flag. Today, there are 50. Someday, there could be more stars. This symbolizes one of the greatest traits of our nation, that we are a flexible and ever-changing culture. We embrace change better than most countries. Look at how waves of immigrants have changed our nation simply from the perspective of the food we eat. Once clearly foreign were immigrant foods: pizza, tacos, hot dogs, kielbasa, General Tso's chicken, falafel, pad thai, and so many others have clearly become American food. Some of these foods have been so adapted by us that they would hardly be recognized in their native lands. As we look around at Americans quarantining, wearing masks, following arrows around the supermarket, keeping their businesses closed, and putting up with a great deal of hardship for the greater good, we see in action that our flag symbolizes a people who understand and live out the concept that for a civilized society to thrive, individuals must be prepared to give way or yield for others. Our veterans are all too familiar with this concept, having given way for others by taking time out of their lives to serve us all. By giving way for others and serving our neighbors isn't just for members of the military. It's for all of us. And we are all learning that afresh in today's times. Each year, we gather and celebrate our flag. We think about what it means to us personally and what it means to us as a nation. I ask you all to pause for a moment. Let life go silent. Take a deep breath. Let some calm wash over you and your family. Then think about the great things this country has provided to you. And also think about the things our nation doesn't do so well. Think about and visualize how you can do something, no matter how small or how local, to make our country better. And to reflect on what our flag means to you and how you will uphold the honor, freedom, and liberties that our flag stands for. Thank you.
Happy Flag Day!
Red, white, and blue, I am for you, on this you're a grand old flag. You're a grand old flag, you're a high-flying flag, and forever in peace may you wave. You're the emblem of the land I love, the home of the free and the brave. Every heart beats true under red, white, and blue, where there's ever a boast or brag. But you'll